Pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mira Connelly, also known as the Realty Buzz Live, and you are welcome to the Capacity Building Training Session, sponsored by Chikona Association of Realtors Platform, also known as TAP. Yes, I can see as many of us that are tripping in to join our live section. You're welcome. I'm excited to have you here, and I'm sure you're excited to be here as well. Don't forget to reach out to your friends, drop a like, a comment on our social media platform that we are live. Now, reach out to any of your friends that's a business owner, a realtor, an investor, anything that can make you money, or any friend you know that wants to make money in 2025. Please do well to reach out to them, send them the link, and share to them that we are live and we have started. Of course, as we already know, our topic is how to build a reputation that attracts high value clients in the real estate industry. Trust me, this is easy, but it's not as easy as you think to do this, because we have a lot of realtors out there struggling to make sales. In fact, you come off too salesy to your clients, or you don't even get their attention at all. Meanwhile, we have realtors that are making seven figures comfortably from their client base. In fact, we have realtors that have clients reaching out to them because they built a portfolio or trust with this client. So how do you do this as a realtor that probably has started out in the real estate industry or have been here for a while, but you just notice that you still do not have your clients together? You don't have clients that trust you. You don't have clients that reach out to you to say, I trust this brand because I trust you. And that's what you're going to be learning here. In fact, we're not giving you the ones that is looking like, I don't understand what these people are saying. You're going to break everything down in simple, actionable steps. Trust me, you're going to leave this event today and you say, of a true, TAP has done something for me. You raise your hand and you agree with it. All right. So if you're yet to join our live section, quickly, drop a message to your friend, invite them, share a link, drop an introduction. I can see you. As many of us that are joining our live section, just quickly introduce yourself to us. Like I said before, my name is Mira Connelly, also known as the Realty Buzz Live. So don't forget to check us out as well on all social media platforms. All right. So I hope you are excited and ready. You're geared up with your book, your pen, your paper, whatever you have. In fact, kill every distraction. Anybody that calls you this period, tell that person you're an agent against my life. Without further ado, join me welcome the first speaker for today's CBT live session in the person of Ambassador Praise Echenwo. Ambassador Praise Echenwo is one of Nigeria's brightest young visionary entrepreneur, business success strategist, sales coach, public speaker, nature advocate, and the founder and CEO of Chikona Investment Limited, a firm established to create a credible platform for investment, majorly the real estate sector. Renowned for his sales and marketing prowess, he has closed multi-million naira deals with his unique emotional-driven sales techniques, impressing other sales professionals and industry experts. He has a strong mission to educate, reform, and restructure the real estate market in Nigeria, and has an ultimate lifelong goal of making real estate affordable to the common man using multiple strategic investment schemes. Echenwo Praise is committed to matters around sustainable practices, philanthropy, community building, and impacting life, which has led him to convert several awards, with the most recent being the Golden Role Model Award, presented by the Nigerian Youth Advocacy for Good Governance Initiative, a prestigious organization dedicated to promoting and encouraging the Nigerian youth. Echenwo Praise is in the business of raising great individuals driven by the desire to change the world as well as add value to people's lives. Join me as I welcome this unique and dynamic real estate expert in the person of Ambassador Praise Echenwo. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Miracle, for that amazing introduction. I mean, anyways, I just want to establish that, first and foremost, I will not be speaking extensively like I usually do. I'm just here to give you a little bit charge, about today's topic, because I feel it's very important that as a realtor, you need to be able to focus on your brand. You need to build that reputation that allows you to attract high-paying clients. And I'm just going to be talking on a few, tips I think is important for you. And I'm going to hand over the stage to the main guru herself, the real estate madam, to, take charge of this topic. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Without further ado, let's get started. So, the topic of this CBT is really interesting. Crafting a reputation that attracts clients. What does that say to you? What does that speak to you? Crafting a reputation. Now, there are several questions I want to ask you that I think is important to answering that question for yourself or understanding that topic. The first question I want to ask is, what does reputation means to you? What does it actually means to you? The second question I'm going to ask is, what does a good reputation, or what will a good reputation mean for you? How is it going to affect you? How is it going to affect your current sales output? As a realtor, what would a good reputation in the market, what will it bring to you? These are the kind of questions you're supposed to be asking yourself every day. Like I always tell people, the question you ask yourself on a daily basis determines the quality of your existence. This is quite important because at this day and age now, people need to be conscious of how they live their life. I mean, every area of your life, right? So this is important. So let's go back to it. Building a reputation that attracts high-paying clients. There are several things you need to understand. There are several tips. There are several secrets you need to understand that would skyrocket you to that place. That place where everybody want to associate with you, everyone want to be with you. I'm in a space right now that a lot of top creators are coming to me for directions, for a lot of things, for advices. Why? Because I have been there. I have done it, and I'm creating a reputation for myself. And it's speaking volumes. This is what you need. The reason why you're not closing millions and millions and billions, of naira in sales and even in hard currency is because people don't trust you. You're not credible enough. And this is why this CBT is very important, so that you build that reputation that makes your sales game easy. It makes it so easy. All right. So I'm going to start with the first one. Like I said, I'm just going to give you a little bit of charge and then we'll go ahead and call the real estate madam, right? So the first thing I always say is, first you need to be shameless and fearless. Shameless and fearless. As a realtor, don't give room for shame. Don't give room for shame. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You have to do the extra. You have to go extra, right? You have to do the thing. I always tell people, I say fear is a disease. As a matter of fact, fear limits your expression on earth. You're supposed to talk to about 10 persons, you talk to 2 persons. You feel boxed in. You don't want to go the extra mile. You have to be shameless. Reach out to people. Do you know that the achievements you are looking for is in the tax, is in the people that you're scared to meet? That target, that sales goal that you're not achieving is because you're not going out there, you're not reaching out to people. So you have to make it a must. You have to make it a target that I will shamelessly go out there. I will shamelessly put myself out there without fear. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to meet that high profile person. I'm going to meet this person. This is how you think. This is exactly how you conquer this game, right? You're in the business of selling. So you need to be communicating yourself to everybody you meet. If you want to be an effective communicator, you want to talk to people, you want to reach out to people, you have to remove the spirit of fear. You have to be shameless about it. It's very, very important. Please, please, this is very important. Take note of this. And I'm going to move to the second point, like I said, because of our time. The second point is to become a master communicator. Become a master communicator. Let me tell you something. A lot of people don't need a lot of money to become wealthy. They don't even need, a lot of people to become wealthy. They just need to master the act of communication. They just need to communicate better to become wealthy. Yes. Yes. Because at the end of the day, one thing every successful person have is that they have a lot of people they have communicated with. They've communicated with the grassroots, they've communicated with the high-end people, communicated with all sorts of people from politics, different walks of life. That is what you are missing right now. You need to communicate with people. You need to know how to communicate with your colleagues, your clients, everybody around you. Because at the end of the day, if people don't understand you, they can't buy from you. Yes, I won't buy what I don't understand. So you need to be able to communicate your product to them. I sell lands. This is why it's important. Your communication should have a level of persuasion to be able to make them make an informed decision. So this is very important. Everything good starts with communication. Be it that successful life, be it that relationship, be it the friends, the high-end network, everybody you want to build a good relationship with starts with a good communication. So do the right thing, communicate your vision, communicate to your client, let them know why buying from you is important. Let them know why buying that plot of land right now is very important to them, and why if they miss out on it, it's going to have so consequences. You need to be communicating consistently, right? To your colleagues or that top realtors, you need to be communicating. It's very important. And then the third tip is to be visible. I can't stress this enough. This is about personal branding. Take care of your brand online. One of those days when people say, I don't want to be online, so that my village people will not come and attack me. I don't want to be online, I don't want people to see what I'm doing. In this day and age, if you have such mindset, just know that you're not going far. The world has gone global. The world is now online. If you don't put yourself online, people can't find you. And when you're not findable, people can't buy from you. It's very important. You need to be online. So I see a lot of realtors have dormant social media pages. A lot of people have, LinkedIn accounts, Meta accounts, YouTube accounts, but they are not utilizing them. These are gold mines to be able to attract people. The other day, I had a client that was just looking at my posts and everything from Germany, and all of a sudden he came and bought one of our most expensive property. Yes, my content, I didn't even have to do so much talking. My content has already saturated him. He just came to sent a standing to the office, and the person made payment. That's all. It's important this day and age for you to take your online presence very, very important. Make sure that you have a clear, sound brand online. People pay heavily to brands that they feel are credible. And that is why you need to take advantage of this space. Take advantage to put yourself there. Even if you're not having any engagement, even if you're not having any views, put it out there, because this is instrumental to building a high quality reputation for yourself. At the end of the day, as an employer of labor, if I want to hire you, one of the things I will do is to check you out online. Yes, brands check you out, organizations check you out, companies check you out. At the end of the day, what you want to do is to put yourself out there so that you seem competent enough to do business with others. People know you even when they've not met you. That is the essence of being online. That's the essence of being visible, to build your reputation, to build your credibility in the market. That people see this. I call social media proof of or evidence of performance. It shows people that, hey, I've been here, I've been there, I've done this, this is what I'm currently doing, and you can do business with this person right here. I hope you take this very serious. It is very, very important. So let's move on to the next point. And the next point is develop a listening skills. Develop a listening skills. Not just a listening skills, a good listening skills. If you watch in today's market, everybody is talking. Everybody's talking, everybody's online, yada, 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 and so on and so forth. But who is listening? Who is listening? The money is in the listening. The gold is in you listening to your client, you listening to your colleague. Everybody loves to be listened to. Everybody loves to be heard, right? People appreciate you more when they feel they are heard. In several conversations, the people listening are the ones closing the deal. The people talking are the clients. You need to be able to listen to people. Listen to people. When a consultant is having a session with you, what is he doing? He's spending time what? Listening. Why? So that he knows what to respond to you. He knows the right question to ask because he has absorbed what you're talking about or what you're trying to communicate. So it's very, very important that you do that. The best realtors or the best salespeople are good listeners. You need to listen to your clients. You need to talk to them. You need to make them feel like you heard them. And this is how you become a master realtor. All right. So the next point on my list is having a reputation of being an expert, of being the best in what you do. Now, this is the goal of everything we've been saying now, right? Having a reputation of being the best. All these other points I just mentioned earlier before this is pointing towards this direction. You need to show yourself as somebody that have been there. You need to show yourself as someone that can be able to, guide them through their investment process. You need to show people that you are an authority in your field. That is the only way people can buy from you. People buy from people of competence. People buy from leaders. People buy from people in positions. People are influenced People are influenced from people that are in authority. So you have to aspire, you have to build, you have to project yourself that by social time, by 2-3 months, at the end of my content calendar, I should or I will be in a position of authority. Because guess what? 70% of the market share goes to people in authority. Why? Because these are the people that are leading the race. These are the people that everybody wants to resonate with. You have to have that projection to be among this set of persons. That is the only way you can make it. That is the only way you can build your credibility. So the next point is to be extremely helpful. Not just helpful, be positive while you're being helpful. Be positive about it. Okay? Now, in case you don't know, clients knows when you are being helpful. They understand, they feel it in them. You have to be able to give out value. You have to be able to help people, not just help people, do it very well, know how to do it, right? For example, you're talking to a client that has never bought a property before, doesn't understand anything about real estate. You go down to the bare bones, right? You speak like you're talking to somebody from kindergarten. You come down to his level, and then you talk and you provide the person a lot of information till the person is informed enough to make a buying decision. That is what I mean by being extremely helpful. Not just, okay, you want to buy land, see the property I am. Yes, you're helping the person present an opportunity, an investment opportunity to the person. But then you've not taken out time to really explain away why that is important and why they should invest. So that is you being helpful, right? Someone asks you, what's the best place to invest in, or why should I invest in River State or in Port Harcourt right now? Okay, that's a question. Anybody can just say, real estate market in Port Harcourt is booming and you should invest now. That is you helping the person, right? Convincing, at least you said a line of conviction. But then realtors that go ahead to give extra mile, locations, project going on, projections, past, and even give you statistics. These are the people everybody wants to resonate with. These are the people everybody wants to, buy from. Why? Because they are providing extras. They are giving out tips. They're giving out more information. They're giving out more than people, right? They're giving out more than others. These are the kind of people brands want to resonate with. Top companies want to resonate with. People that are being extremely helpful. And why they're helpful, they're also positive about it. Your voice, your tone, your tonality is always friendly. You're approachable, you're likable. These are some of the characteristics of top realtors. I have met with so many well-known realtors and big guys in the industry that have closed millions and billions, in the real estate market. And one of the things I've always, felt whenever I reach them is that they are so friendly, they are so nice, they are approachable. You speak to them, they are kind, right? Even with their busy schedule, some of them will still take out time to talk to you, and they are helpful in the process. So this is what a lot of people don't have. I met a realtor the other day, and the person throughout our conversation, the person was not even giving me eye contact. Was not even, I know, fine, the person didn't, know me, but then I was speaking to, her, and she was not even giving me any eye contact. She was just on her phone doing what she was doing. And she didn't even know whether I had something important for her or anything. But I immediately lost interest in that conversation. And I decided to bring it up here because it's now a norm. A lot of realtors are forming busy. I have allocation, I have this, that they fail to become helpful. They fail to become. So you need to be very much helpful and be positive while you're doing it. This is the only way you can catapult yourself to the top in this day and age we are now, right? Very important. I'm going close to the final point, so just stay with me. We just have like two of them left, and I will invite the real estate madam. All right. So my next point is Be empathic. Be empathic. Now, it's one thing to be positive, it's another thing to be empathic. Now, you can smile all you want, but the smile and the feeling and the likability won't feel real until you show emotion with it. The emotion there is you being empathic. Now, I can teach you how to sell. We can teach you how to become a better realtor. We can teach you how to have the best of reputation, but we cannot teach you how to be empathic. We cannot teach you how to care. This is something you have to do by yourself, right? It's very important. Caring is a natural feeling that comes with being human. And sales is all about emotion. Sales is all about you talking to another human being. A lot of times we forget that in the midst of all these charade, transactions, and numbers, it is a human being on the other side. And the better and the earlier we start talking to human beings and recognizing that we are speaking to human beings on the other end, then we begin to see results in our sales efforts. You need empathy. Show me a top realtor today, and I will show you somebody that is expressive about his feeling. Is somebody that wants to draw emotion from the other person. We call it emotional selling. As a matter of fact, that is where I'm good at. I like to draw you. I like to put myself in your shoes and understand the conversation going on in your head. And you can only get this by being empathic. Oh, somebody tells you he has been scammed before in the market. You feel it. You feel it. You take a moment to pause, to understand him, to really soak in his emotion. And then you communicate back that emotion and why you are here for him. That is what I call absolute conviction. Take this for a second. Somebody died, somebody's loved one died, and then you are that friend that comes in, hold his hands, and tell him everything is going to be okay. That is how strong bonds are formed. That is how memories are made. And you can do that through empathy. It is very important. A lot of realtors just want that they are commissioned and they are off. They don't go back to check up. They don't even check up during the conversation. They just want that money and they leave. And you forget that the strength of your client base determines the strength of how far you're going to go in this business. So you need to understand the power of empathy. Talk to people, follow up on them, ask them any other thing other than the product, any other thing apart from the sales you're going to make. Ask them about the sale. Sir, after everything, if you can speak your language or the language, let's say you guys are from the same place or they can hear the same during the course of your conversation, switch from English to that tongue. Have that conversation in their native dialect. Speak to them. How are you doing? How are you doing? How it is? Your voice tonality is very important. Sound empathic. Feel like you care. It's very important. It seems subtle. It seems soft, but this is a game changer. I want you to be the best version of yourself. That is why we always do this CBT. That is why we always try to have this session every month for our realtors, because we want you to be the best version of yourself. And there's nothing that takes you to the top by being empathic. It's very important. Please, this point is very important. And lastly, be yourself and be credible. Be yourself and be authentic. Be yourself and be someone that people can rely on. In this game of real estate, we are dealing with huge numbers. You need to feel. You want people to. You want people to um, you want people to see you as someone that is credible, as someone that is authentic. And the only way you can be authentic is to be yourself. Be yourself. Your content, be yourself. The way you put yourself out there, be yourself. It's very important. While you're building your brand, make sure that you don't lose yourself in the process. It is very important. It is whatever you put out there that people digest. So you need to be very intentional about yourself, about your image, about your brand, about whatever you're doing. So it is very important. Be authentic, be yourself, be authentic, be yourself. I can't stress this enough. A lot of realtors have started up something they cannot sustain. And people can see white lies in the midst of your conversation, in the midst of your, the whole facade you're building right now. So it is always safe to be yourself, right? That person that wants to talk to people, that wants to, associate with people, that wants to, find time for his friends, his family, still be yourself, right? It is very important. And be authentic. Be authentic. In this business, you have to have integrity. This business favors integrity. It favors credibility. You have to make sure you are on that path, because that is the only way you can get to the top. So this is all I have for you today. I hope you got a lot of value. I'm sure During the next CBT section, I'm going to give out much more. But for now, like I said, the stage is just for the real estate madam, right? So I'm sure a lot of my fans out there want to hear from me, want to hear much more. Don't worry, we have other sessions. CBT is every month. We do it every month, at least once in every month. And we're going to be introducing new sessions for our realtors, to come to this space and, have that safe understanding that they're going to get a lot of knowledge basically for free. All right. So it's good to be here. It's good to anchor this live session or be one of the resource speakers for this live session. I'm so happy. I hope you learned. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section, drop it on the YouTube live, whatever it is on our community platforms, you can drop it there and we will definitely respond to them. It's been lovely having you once again, and thank you for having me. Over to you, Miracle.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Ambassador Praise Echenwo. You guys, when I told you that today's live session is going to transform your life, I was not joking at all. Of course, Ambassador Praise Echenwo has given us a preamble of what to expect from today's live section. So if you have a question, don't forget to drop it in the comment section quickly. Drop emojis, drop flyers, whatever. Just give us an emoji to show how excited you are of today's CBT training section. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Get ready. Get your jotters, get your pen, get your book, invite your friends. Just bring something and have yourself prepared because I still have something cooking and ready for you. Thank you, Ambassador Praise Echewo. Thank you so much. We enjoyed your session and we learned a lot. So don't forget to drop a comment with your questions and also drop any highlight, whatever he said that stood out for you. Don't forget to comment it. When you do this kind of thing, we can use it to create a highlight and send on our tab platform. That way you can always have it encouraging you steadily. Yes, we are good like that on the tab platform. All right. Thank you very much, sir. We had so much and we learned so much from you today. Right about now, I'm introducing my next speaker in the person of Creda Obianime, popularly known as the Real Estate Madam. Creda Obianime, known as the Real Estate Madam, is an award-winning real estate consultant, financial advisor, lead managerial analyst, and sales coach dedicated to helping individuals and organizations make informed property investment decisions. With a background in microbiology from the University of Port Harcourt and specialized training in self-leadership and real estate marketing, Creda brings a unique blend of expertise to the real estate industry. Her deep understanding of the market dynamics and property transaction enables her to provide invaluable insights and guidance. Creda's exceptional achievements include receiving the Best Marketer Award for 2 consecutive quarters from a reputable real estate firm, as well as a team award from the Stop the Cycle initiative. She has also raised the sales of the firm from zero to an impressive 90 million in just a few months, showcasing her remarkable activity to drive business growth. Additionally, she has mentored and vetted successful, award-winning realtors, further solidifying her impact on the industry. Passionate about simplifying the property buying process, Creda is committed to guiding her clients with transparency, professionalism, and integrity, ensuring they are informed and make successful investments. Oh my God. Join me as I welcome this unique and very special lady in the person of Creda Obianime, also known as the Real Estate Madam. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us. We're excited to have you here.
Thank you so much, Miracle. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm grateful that you brought me here. Thank you so much, Mr. First. I heard everything you said in your section and it was mind blowing. So let's just move. Let's just go to whatever we came here to do. It's about crafting the right reputation to attracting a client. And well, there are a lot of realtors out there that will say, I have one of the best reputation. I have one of the best reputation. I don't tell lies. Even if I tell lies, I tell a white lie. You know those lie that I was saying, it's For a property that is not 100% dry land, and then that realtor will just say, it's it's a dry land. It's a dry land. It didn't say 100%, so it feels like it's a white lie. That's a lie. And that can give you a very bad reputation. So moving forward, what is reputation? Because reputation is a word that everybody has heard of, but don't even know what it is. So what is reputation? Reputation is the way people view you, the way people see you. It could be based on values, it could be based on business, professionalism, character wise. But however someone sees you in the lens of that person, that's what your reputation is all about. So, how does your client see you? That's what your reputation is all about. Even if you have a good reputation and your client sees as you having a bad reputation, my dear, you have a bad reputation because it's not you giving it a name. It's how they see you in the lens of these people. So there are ways whereby you can give out a wrong reputation or a bad reputation. Number one, like I said, is a white lie. That lie that the realtor will say, madam, not be 100% dry land, or this is a waterlogged property. But you know so well that that property is a dry land. But because maybe the commission in that property is not as high as it would have given you your client buys from another property. So you have to discourage your client from not buying. For you is being professional. For you is wanting to close up that deal and sell business. But that's a bad reputation. That's the wrong one. Or the property is a waterlogged property and you tell your client it's not waterlogged. You're selling a house to your client and the roof is leaking. And you tell your client is not in the state, and then you say, Madam, the house perfect. Ceiling is good, everything is okay. But you know deep down that that house is leaking. Or better still, you know that something is cracked, the walls are cracked. There's a lot of things we realtors do, and we know you too when they watch me, you know, say they do this one. But that's a bad reputation. That's a bad thing for you to do. In creating a clientele base, in creating leads or generating leads, there are things that attract them. Well, what about the things that keep them after attraction? The house, the exterior, decor, the way you shot your video, everything attracted them. So what keeps them is the reputation. What keeps them is the integrity that you have. Then another point for me, I would say, is wrong public posture. You're quarreling on the road, you're fighting conductor to give you change. I'm not saying you should leave your change for your conductor, but then there are ways whereby you can get these things without even arguing. Because you have in mind that one, I do real estate, I'm a realtor, and I should, at every point in time, at every given time, show off a good reputation. Quarreling on the road, fighting your neighbor, shouting. And there's another thing that we do that most of us sees it as being right. You see that your Instagram comments, that your rude Instagram comments. Whether you like it or not, there are clients out there that could just see your comments and like, no, 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 this person is a no person. I can't work with it. You see a post on the trending blogs, and then somebody made a comment that does not suit well with you. You attack, you follow up. As a realtor, that shows a bad reputation for you. So there are also ways whereby you don't even have to show it. You don't even have to lie to give off a bad reputation. You're giving 100% truth. You tell your client, this is a dry land. Yes, it's a dry land. You tell your client, this is a waterlogged property. Yes, it's a waterlogged property. Or you're one person that if it's morning, it's morning. If it's evening, it's evening. But you don't even know that your client perceives you as having a bad reputation. Because for you, you think it's just about not lying. But it's way beyond not lying. It's way beyond not giving a white lie. It's way beyond not even quarreling. You can not lie, you cannot quarrel, not even argue. And to the eyes of your clients, remember I said that um, perception, or should I say, reputation is based on what your client sees you through the lens of your client. But through the lens of your client, he has already tagged you as a prime reputation. And you don't even know why you're not closing that deal. You don't even know why you're not trusted. So these things happens during conversations and inspections. And number one is composure. During your inspection, you're fidgeting, you're tapping your legs, you're tapping your fingers, you're trying to adjust your dress. For a lady, your bra hand is falling off, you're trying to adjust your bra hand, you're trying to like recomb your hair. All that thing can give a sense of unprofessionalism. And to the lens of your clients, that's a bad reputation for you. You didn't lie. You didn't lie. You didn't even argue. You didn't even fight. But you're tapping your legs. On the way to inspection in the taxi, you're tapping your legs, you're showing impatience, you're tapping your fingers, you're distracted, you're checking your phone, you're cautious about every single thing that's happening around you. In the lens of your clients, that's a bad reputation. Another point is a closed posture. When something says it's closed, it's like you're not open, you're not being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is a gift, and as a realtor, you should embrace it. Avoiding eye contact. You're having a conversation with your client and you're looking everywhere except his eyes, looking at his shoes, looking at the wristwatch. He's trying to have conversation. What do you say again? Is it 4 bedroom duplex? How much is it again? What do you say is the payment plan about? Do I still have to pay for extra charge? And you say, yes, sir, you have to. And you're looking at his head. Oh, yes, sir, you have to. You're looking at his toes. You're looking somewhere else aside his eyes. For you, that's a way of maybe avoiding intense stare, but that's a wrong reputation, a bad reputation to the eyes of your client because they see you as becoming defensive. They see you as not courageous. And for them, in their eyes, in their lens, that's a bad reputation. So another point we're giving is inconsistent facial expressions. When your facial expression does not even match your words, like there is a serious conversation out there. People are talking about trying to contact the owner of the property, trying to sign in document, and you're laughing and you're smiling. It doesn't show credibility. And that's for your clients gives a bad reputation. Or you're too close to him. You're standing just very close to him. Intense stare. Remember, I said not having eye contact, but this time you're having all the eye contacts. You don't even know when to look aside. Balance is key when it comes to eye contact. The person will feel threatened by you. You're standing just very close to that person, like you want to murder him from somewhere. It's to feel, these things are things that we don't even look out for. And there are things that we don't even know that we do. We don't even know that we do during an inspection. So it's okay if you are actually backtracking your entire inspection and asking yourself, did I do this thing at some point? It's okay for you to do that. But if you find out that you actually did, don't beat yourself over it because these are unconscious acts. But as a realtor, I'm trying to build a good reputation around your clients. There are some things that has to be consciously done. Just like these things I'm talking about. Stare into the eyes of your client and just know when to take your eyes off it. So it won't be like you're threatening him with your eyes. When you're close to him having a conversation, know when to take 2 steps backward. So it won't be like you're invading his space. It's too much and at the same time it's not too much for you to do. So another point we're going to give you a lot of points whereby it shows that you are having a bad reputation in the eyes of your clients. Number one is aggressive hand movements, aggressive gestures. You're waving your hands, you're pointing somewhere, you're trying to express yourself. You're just putting so much aggression on how you use your hand movement or how you turn your neck, how you use your body language. It sometimes gives this um smell or this urge to your clients that you are unapproachable and you're going to be a stubborn person to deal with. So if a client feels, or should I say, the client perceives you as a stubborn person to work with, it would not want to work with you. Like me, I would not want to work with someone that's stubborn, where I'll be requesting for a duplex and you're giving me a bungalow. It might not be you. You might actually even be the softest person in your league or in your group. But because of these little things that you do that is unconscious to you, moving your hands so widely, waving so widely, pointing somewhere, trying to just give out a very aggressive gesture. You know, you're doing this because you're an hyper person or because you are an active person, but it's a wrong reputation in the eyes of your client. In the eyes of your client, it's giving up a bad sign. So please, let's work on these things. Another one is overly relaxed or casual. You're overly relaxed. In a meeting, you finally um, got to take this client for the inspection. The client likes what he saw, likes the place, decides to meet with the landlords or the MDs, whoever you're working with, and right there in that round table meeting, you're slouching, you're overly relaxed. You walk into this meeting wearing shorts and slippers. It's not wrong to want to look casual, but because you're working with people that are very sensitive, you're not working with your friends. You're working with clients that you don't even know their background. The best thing to do is to be on the fence, not overly serious, not overly dressed, and not overly casual. And you're giving a very dull expression, a very dull gesture, very, okay, what did you say? So I said the house is 600 million. Landlord, they here, can't you take 550? All this slouching in your conversation, it can show that you're not credible. And that can give a very wrong perspective and can tag you having a bad reputation. You could be tired. Maybe you're coming from another inspection or you're coming from a very far place. Maybe you even traveled for this meeting. You had a very intense class or something. You could be tired before this meeting, but it doesn't um give you room to feel so overly relaxed or overly casual over it. Because like I said, you're dealing with people that it's through your eyes, it's through their lens, sorry, it's through their lens that they can tag your reputation, a good one or a bad one. So please, let's work on that. So the last point we're going to be giving in this live video is disengagements. Disengagements where you're having conversations, you're checking your phone, you're yes, this is actually very casual, very normal to realtors out there because maybe they have other clients trying to get informations from them. But would you be happy if you lose the one that is just right there on site? There is nothing wrong for you to chat back your clients after 30 minutes and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I was on an inspection," or "I'm so sorry, sir. I was in a meeting." It wouldn't it wouldn't cost you anything. And your client will even see you as a serious person. But having the act of this engagements during conversations, doing inspections, you're checking your phone, you're not concerned about what's happening, you're distracted, something is happening, maybe you're trying to, like I say, touch your hair, adjust your dress, clean your shoes, you saw dust on your shoes, so you're trying to clean your shoes and still maintain the state and all this composure and all that. That's a form of disengagement. And in the eyes of your client, they can see you as being not interested in the entire conversation, not interested in the entire deal. And that can give you a bad reputation. So now you see that it's beyond white lie, it's beyond quarreling, it's beyond social media comments. You can be truthful, you can want to say the exact truth about a particular property. You can be the most peaceful realtor your circle has ever seen, as calm as a dove. But these little things that you're not even conscious about in conversations, in inspections, can give you off. And then your client just tags you as bad reputation. So you wonder why if you have clients that comes for inspection and your deals are not being closed. Not because you're not good with closing deals, not because you don't know what to say at the right time, not because you're not a sharp-mouthed person or you're not smart. It's because of these little things that you do that can just give you off. And then your client say, "Oh no, this person is not a trustworthy person. This person is not interested in this entire process. He just wants the money. This person is not credible." And then they just tag you if you thought with a bad reputation because it's through their lens that you can truly know if you have a good reputation or a bad reputation. But you know the most sweetest part about this entire thing is that these things can be corrected consciously. And if you've lost the trust of a client, or you've lost the client due to these little things that you didn't know were actually important, and finding it out right now in this YouTube life, find that these things are important. If you actually lost clients this way, there are ways to regain that client's trust. There are ways to bring back that good reputation. It takes time, but the good part is that there are ways to actually bring back this reputation. And that's what we're going to go about. That's what we're going to talk about right now. What are the ways? How can I appear good again? How can I be tagged a realtor that has a good reputation and not just attract my clients, but also keep my clients when I attract them? So number one, we're going to talk about acknowledging the issue. Just take the blame. Don't try to give a reason why you acted that way. There should not be a reason why you're checking your phone and responding to messages when your client is just by your side. Yes, it could be a good reason. Oh, I have another client asking me about the listings I have and how much it costs. That's a good reason. But my dear, don't give that reason, because when you start giving reasons why you're not doing some certain things, is that you're not acknowledging the issue, not acknowledging the problem. And one way to correct the wrongs is to acknowledge that there was actually a wrong. So take responsibility about it. Be mature about it. Oh, yes, I was not supposed to check my phone during this inspection. I was not supposed to be tapping my legs or tapping my fingers during this inspection. I was not supposed to be adjusting my dress. No matter what, even if it's hand that is biting you, don't give that excuse. Just acknowledge that, yes, I'm not supposed to do this. And that's the best way for you to start correcting all your wrong reputations or the bad reputations. One is to acknowledge the issue. Accept it. I did it. Yes. What's the way forward? Second one is to apologize. Sincerely apologize. It's not those apology that make I just apologize now. Me not be like, say I no talk sorry. No. Sincerely apologize. Sincerely, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry that when you were talking to me, I was on my phone. Apologize. I'm so sorry. I just had an emergency and needed to attend. So I know it's not right for me to use my phone right now because you are my priority as we speak. But I just couldn't help you because it was an emergency. Apologize. It doesn't take you anything. I'm not saying, you don't know, say I be real to. I get what that clients now when they ask me which property I get. No, it's not right. Just once you acknowledge that, okay, this thing I did is wrong, apologize to that client. Reach out to him. If you've backtracked all those inspections you had during the previous week and there was a client that didn't get back to you, not because he didn't have money, try to see your behavior around the inspection. And if you've actually picked one or two bad behavior, go back to his DM and apologize. It's not too late. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Hello, ma. Good afternoon. It's been a while. Just checking in. How have you been? I've been good. I'm so sorry for what happened during our inspection. I know I was a little bit distracted, but I just had an emergency I was attending to on my phone. That's why I was a little bit distracted. I believe it will not happen again if we book for another inspection. Chicken, and that's all. So the third point where you can be able to regain this bad reputation that you've lost is to make amends. Consciously make amends, consciously research how not to, because there are some acts, there are some things that happens is because of we've been doing this for a very long time. Like tapping your legs. Sometimes it's an unconscious act. You're tapping your legs with your fingers or snapping your fingers. Sometimes it's an unconscious act. It's something you've been doing for a very long time. So sometimes it's not you showing impatience. It's just a habit because you've been doing this for a very long time. So it's just like a coping mechanism when you're bored. So it's not really that you're impatient. You could be a very patient person, but you're used to always tapping your fingers, used to always tapping your legs. Make amends. Just search, do research. How can I consciously stop tapping my legs? When you figure out that you're tapping your legs, just stop. Have an accountability partner or a friend that will always give you signals when you're giving a bad body movement or body language. They could just say, Kai Alpha, and then you should just know. Or they could just look at you a coded way and look at your legs, and you know that they are trying to tell you to stop tapping your legs, to stop tapping your laps. So make amends, consciously make amends. Do research about those habits that you feel like it's normal. Those habits of wanting to always check your phone at the same time. When you are in an ongoing inspection, put your phone on the flight mode, put your phone on silence. All those little things that will cause distraction, that will make your client look at you as not being credible or giving you a bad reputation. Just consciously stop doing that. You're having a conversation, put your phone on flight mode, put your phone on silence. So someone will call you and it will not be like you're not serious. Dress a certain way. Don't overdress, don't underdress. Like I said, be conscious about making amends about every single thing that you know was a red flag or even a red banner in the eyes of your clients. Banner is even too small, maybe a red sky in the eyes of your clients. And make amends, consciously make those amends. There could be habits that it's not a red flag to you, but because their clients are very sensitive. Have you not seen a client that you're laughing and it's like, what's funny? Why are you laughing? Have you not seen those ones? Hey, we have very sensitive clients, I tell you, and I can testify to that. We have clients that are very sensitive. You could just sneeze and they're like, are you sick? If you're sick, you can go home. Why did you call for an inspection? You're just wondering, can't I just sneeze again? They are very sensitive clients, very sensitive clients. Where they watch your every move. You could even have something bite you in in the bush where you're going for an inspection. Maybe a sunfly or something just bites you and you tap it and they just look at you like, what's happening? And they feel threatened like you want to hit them or something. They are very sensitive clients. If you've not met them, you will meet them in your journey to real estate, in your journey to becoming that real estate consultant that you've always dreamed to be. You will meet sensitive clients, highly sensitive clients. You'll meet clients that will have issues with the colors you put on. You'll meet clients that don't like the color yellow. And the day you wear yellow, that day, everything you do with the bad. So during those times, always put a smile to cover up the entire angry mood, the angry bread process. So, like I said, you will meet, if you've not met them, you will meet them. And if you've met them, let me ask you this question. Did they buy from you? Were you able to keep them? Were you able to not get agitated? The fourth point we're going to talk about is to demonstrate consistency. It's not because you watch this video and your next inspection, you will not try to be very conscious of your environment, conscious of everything that's happening around you. And after the next inspection, boom, back to your bad manners. You have to demonstrate consistency because for somebody to trust you and give you kiddos and say, oh, this person has a very good reputation, that means you've done a particular thing over time. Consistency. You've consistently not tapped your fingers in an inspection. You've consistently not shown impatience. You've consistently not adjusted your dress in an inspection. You've consistently not done these things that would tag you a very bad person. And the eyes of you've consistently not do these things. So it's to demonstrate consistency because for somebody to trust you, the person has seen you do good, or should I say, the person has seen you done good for a period of time. They've watched you like, okay, this person is a good person. Let me share you a story. So I met a client in Let's Catch and Carry, and she's a king's wife. She's a Lolo. And I was marketing her, shared her my business card. And I've just been in a DM. Sometimes I respond to a status. Sometimes I'm just, hello, Lolo. Good afternoon. I'm just reaching out to you. Hope you're good. And she will not even respond. Or sometimes she'll respond and she will say, yes, I'm good. Just like that. One worded response for over a year. But she was always checking my status. She was always checking the things I was putting out there. And that's another thing we'll talk about in the next point. She was always checking my status, always trying to know if I'm truly the real estate madam that I'm portraying or I thought that I am. And after 1 year, she just added me to a group chat. I'm like, oh, why did Lolo add me to a group chat? And when I checked the group chats, we're just three persons, three members in the group chats with a diaspora, with diaspora numbers, UK numbers to be precise. And then she came to me and she said, Good day, Rem. So these are my brothers in UK. I want them to buy property and I want them to buy property from you. Now remember, I said I've been in this woman's DM for over 1 year and she did not respond. Why did you think I was her best fit after 1 year of checking my status? She was There was no post I made on WhatsApp that Lolo didn't check my status. Why do you think she came to me and trusting her brothers in the UK for property purchase? Why did you think she entrusted her brothers to me after 1 year? It's because of consistency. I kept on showing that I was the person I am consistently over 1 year. So she was watching. She was watching to see my posts, watching to see what I like, watching to see what I repost, the memes I put out there. And after a year, she says, okay, real estate madam is who she is, and I think she can handle this thing process. So that's one thing about demonstrating consistency. That thing that you just have to correct, I said you should consciously make efforts to, or consciously make efforts about, you have to make efforts consistently. And that's one way you can be able to build a good reputation. The other point we're going to talk about is your social media. What do you put out there? What meme do you put out there? Because sometimes I see realtors, they could share all this performing. It's funny. Yes, I know you just want to catch cruise. But have you forgotten who you are? Have you forgotten the line of business or the field of work you're into? I used to see one realtors post one certain time on my WhatsApp status, and it will post that I be me I be perform meme that says, "Ha, I be make I do ritual. I be make I." If you know, if you listen to me, you know what I'm talking about. I be make I do ritual. I be make I sell my kidney. You know all those memes. It's funny, but come on, is it the right thing for you to post on WhatsApp? Come on now. Come on. Is it the right thing for you to post as a realtor? If your client is on your WhatsApp viewing your status, what do you think they will tag you as? Having a bad reputation. Or okay, you're going to a club to have fun. It's thank God it's Friday. And you just want to have fun with you have fun with your friends. And you know you're wearing a very undecent dress. Why don't you just avoid taking videos that day? But you decide to take videos, twerking with your very short skirts, showing your butts, and then you will post it on your WhatsApp status and say, now who no enjoy, now I no know what I talk about. You post it on your WhatsApp status and you say, oh, thank God it's Friday, oh, life is too short, enjoy while it lasts. And you're a realtor and you're trying to build a good reputation to attract a client and keep a client. Is that the right way for you to keep them? Like I said, if you have sensitive clients that are very religious people, do you think they want to patronize you? They'll tag you as a bad person. Say, hi, this one that's showing a bomb online. And that person will just tag you a bad person. Or maybe it's a client that is very religious and then sees that your WhatsApp status. Just tag you a bad person. So there are things that we should put out there in social media that even if we like it, even if it's funny, even if we want to laugh or we just want to try to unwind, we should always put in mind that we have a reputation we're trying to build around our brand as a realtor and in trying to attract our clients and keep them. So the sixth one is to seek constructive feedbacks. Ask your friends. See, whenever would they talk like this? Is there any body language that they give way they show impatience? Whenever you just ask your friend, genuine friends, not the one that you look ugly and they'll say, ah, baby, fine, sharp. That's not what I'm talking about. Genuine friends. Those pure intention criticism. Those your friends that will criticize you because they love you and they want you to change. Get feedbacks from them. Or if you have a client that became friends, Get feedback from that one. Whenever I'm having conversations, is there any body language I give off that if you were not my friend, you see me as a bad person, or you see me as a very unserious person, or you see me as a very incredible person? Just get those feedbacks from your friends, and you'll be shocked on what you get back. Your friends could say, "Hmm, if not be say you be my friend, when would they talk? The way you dey distracted, it dey make me vex." Maybe you had unconsciously done that to a client. So get feedbacks from your genuine friends. Get constructive feedbacks. I'll say constructive because it's feedbacks that are true, feedback that are right. And then the other point we're going to give out is be yourself. Because Realtor A is online on Instagram, and whenever she's having an inspection, she wants to look this certain way and put up all the full blown makeup. Doesn't mean that you should do that. Just be yourself. What makes you you? What makes your brand you? You don't have to try to mimic another person's gesture, language, accent, intonation for you to be able to close up with you or show a good reputation to the eyes of your clients. You just have to be you. If you're one person that don't know how to speak English, try to improve. And if you're trying to improve and you're having conversations, just still be you. If you're one person that don't know how to do makeup so well, when you're going for these meetings, don't do them at all. If you cannot afford people doing them for you, just be you. So that client will not say, why is she looking this way? Why is she looking so why is her eyeshadow so shouty? Why? And then you see that you say you will tag it to them or you blame them that this client is very sensitive. Where is you? It's you that didn't give out a good aura. So just be you. Whatever is you, be you. If you're a client that loves to wear skirts, wear skirts. If you're the one that loves to wear trousers, love to wear boots. If you love to wear heels for your inspections, as much as you're comfortable with them, wear heels. Just be you. Don't do whatever another person is doing. Because Rachel A spoke like this and closed this deal. That's how me I will speak. It's a lie. Because Rachel B, she did like this and then she closed the deal. It did this thing and then it closed it. That's how I will do. It's a lie. Just be you. So this one is a way of moving on. Build new relationship, build new leads. You've already lost the reputation to those ones behind, those clients that you had already given off a bad reputation to unconsciously, and you don't know how to regain them back. You know what? Just meet new clients. And when you meet new clients, just be better. Don't try to sulk and hold back on those clients that you lost because of a lie you gave. Maybe you lost it because you lied. Maybe the client actually now came to the inspection and found out that that property was waterlogged, and he said you're not a credible person. You're not trustworthy. He called you names and told you, don't ever chat me up. Don't ever call me. And you've apologized and he's still not coming back. Move on and get yourself a good client. This time, be truthful. This time, like I said, be you. Be truthful. Don't lie. Be cautious about your body languages. And you find out that you begin to build trust again because these are people that didn't know that you had lied a certain time before. So you're meeting them for the first time and you're truthful this time. So they won't even know that there was a time you were not credible at all. They wouldn't even know that there was a time that you had a bad reputation. They would not know as much as it's not online and bloggers posted you doing something, as much as it's not that, they wouldn't know. So build new relationships, build new clientele base, get new leads so you can be able to build good reputation with those new ones that you've gotten that doesn't know about your past. So do you understand me? So this one, this point is a point that people lack. A lot of us lack. One is to remain calm in every situation. Be professional and stay calm. Stay calm. Even if the deal is 30 billion naira and the deal is about to close, stay calm and be professional. Even if you took a client for an inspection and something bad happened, we don't pray something bad happen. But if something unforeseen happens, stay calm and be professional. Because at that point in trying to want to overreact and want to correct the wrong immediately, You might just do one or two things that will just tag you very um bad person, that will just tag your reputation bad. I'll just tag you not having integrity. So at that point where you see an unforeseen circumstance, something bad happened, just remain calm. Stay professional about it. Just three more points before we wrap up this entire section. So the first to the last, or should I say the 10 backwards is emotions, emotional balance. When you're being criticized, when you're being corrected about something, don't be overly defensive about it. Don't even be defensive at all about it. Try to still withhold your emotions. Don't don't be angry. Don't frown your face in a certain way. If your client pinpoints an error during an inspection, I'm like, but you told me that this property is a four-bedroom duplex. I'm getting to find out that it's just a three-bedroom and the other bedroom is a storeroom or something. Don't be saying, no, sir, it's a storeroom that makes it fun. Don't be overly defensive. Just apologize. Like I said, acknowledge that you did wrong. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I actually thought the fourth one could actually be used also as a fourth bedroom because it can be converted to a room. And if you would want to use it for a store, that's fine. But because of the space, you can actually use it for a home. You have to be smart when responding. Because I tell you, handling issues with grace can show a good reputation for you. I can give you a pass mark. So the second to the last we're going to talk about is engage in positive actions. Volunteer, let them see in your status that you're a good person, even if you're a bad person. Let them see on social media that you're a good person because it builds trust. When you begin to volunteer into charity, into church work, into society, giving back to society, and all that, it shows that you're a good person. When I did my project, Feast with Children, was not because of marketing. The issue was because it was something I really wanted to do. I wanted to give back to the society the money that we've acquired from real estate. I wanted to give back to the society, and not just give back to society. I wanted to give back to the children in the society. I found out that after my project Feeds Two Children, I got more clients because they are seeing that I was credible. For someone that will close up deals and carry this money and go back and give the society, go back and feed the streets, that means she'll be a trustworthy person, she'll be a good person. So that's also another way for you to be able to build a good reputation is for you to volunteer in charity work, volunteer in church programs. It wasn't be church. Wherever religion that you are in, whatever they're having a religion practice, giving back to the society, make sure you're part of it. Make videos about it. Be excited about that charity work. Post them on your social media. When your clients see that you are actually involved in charity, it's going to be a good reputation for you through their lens. Remember that reputation is how they see you, is from the lens of your clients. So the last point we're going to talk about is for you to be patient. We know that building back a good reputation well lost takes time. But when you do this thing consistently, you do it with the right process in mind, consciously and consistently do all these things that has been outlined in this YouTube life, you will find out that you automatically start building good reputation. And those persons that maybe just one little white lie or just one little body language or reaction you gave out and they tagged you a bad person or showed up that you have a bad reputation, you find out that they will begin to see you with a different light, through a different lens. And at the end of the day, they can actually come back and say, oh, you're actually a good person and I made a mistake. Even if they will not outrightly say it because some client has ego, you know. Some client has pride. So even if they will not outrightly say these things to you, you will find out that they actually come back roaming around. So be patient. It takes time to build a good reputation. It takes time, especially when you have lost it. Especially when one little thing that you did, you lost that trust, lost that reputation. It takes time to build. But the good part about it is that you will eventually build it. If you're consciously and consistently working on it, you obviously build it. So remember, a good reputation is the best gift you have as a realtor, not just to attract the clients, but also to keep a client. So this is a wrap for me. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, for watching this YouTube live. I'm so excited, or I'm so happy I got to share this little information I have with you. And thank you so much, Miracle, for having me. Thank you once again. I'm going to be passing the mic now over to Miracle. I believe she's going to answer this section, the next section we're going into, which could be the question and the answer section. I hope to see your questions in the comment section because I'll be right here responding to as many questions as you throw out there. Don't forget, a good reputation is the best gifts you will have as a realtor. Bye.
Oh my God, this was perfect. I'm beginning to see why they call her the real estate madam. Thank you so much, Miss Creda, for that very, very simplified section you gave to us. So don't forget to drop your questions in the comment and let the real estate madam respond to you promptly. Of course, one of the things that stood out for me was when she mentioned composure as a realtor. I can remember this struggle. In fact, it was as if she was talking to me when I started out in my real estate journey. It was not easy, during this inspection. Most times we get overwhelmed with the questions our clients will be asking. It's looking like we're in a haste to close them. It's just looking like, please, just go and buy, and it now looks like we start stuttering or making mistake or just becoming nervous. And this can actually throw our clients off balance. So I'm very grateful that this was highlighted today. So what things stood out for you? Drop in the comment section what you've realized was a challenge you've been having or you're still having that was mentioned by the real estate madam. Drop it in the comment section. Let us know. Let me know because I'm seeing you and I'm watching you. So drop those questions there. Drop those comments there. Drop anything that you feel related to this last section that just stood out for you, both from Ambassador Praise Echenwo session and from the real estate madam in the person of Creda Obianime. And right about now, I'm about to introduce to you something very unique and special and exclusive that the real estate madam has packaged for those of us that are realtors that have been struggling to make sales in the beginning of this year. Oh, yes. So make sure you pay keen attention as she shares more detail about it with us. All right.
So, okay, just a shout out. So, we'll be having a 3-day with REM mentorship program in the month of March, just before you enter the second quarter of the year. If sales has been so slow for you in the first quarter, or you feel like this first quarter was the hardest for you because it's just the beginning of the year, I tell you that there are people that actually made the biggest sales and mega deals. I close up deal every single month, even every single 2 weeks in this first quarter. And you struggled. So, we're having a 3-day with REM. I'm going to share you all my secrets on which I was able to close up these deals. And you're going to ask me any question at all that you've been finding it difficult to answer, and I will answer your questions. So it's a 3-day mentorship program with REM. And normally my mentorship program for 3 days, it's 100K. But because I love you so much, I won't even be giving you for a 50. It's going to be on a very discounted price, which is going to be for just 10,000 naira. So if you're interested, register using the link that is showing on your screen. Bye. See you in class.
Wow, imagine having an opportunity to learn this class from 50,000 naira, it has been slashed down to 10,000 naira. You don't have any excuse on why you miss out from this training. All right, so if you want to get to know more about the real estate madam, you follow her on all her social media platforms and it will be displayed on your screen. Get to know more about Creda Obianime, connect with her on all our social media platforms. And of course, if you have any question that relates to today's CBT live section, don't forget to drop a comment and let the real estate madam answer to you promptly. So we've come to the end of today's CBT live section. Oh my God, I am excited. This is hot. I'm ready to go out there and crush my word. Trust me, not crush per se, but at least I have my clients bagged successfully. All right, so just drop a comment if you enjoyed today's CBT live section. If this is your first time, please, we're excited to meet you. Introduce yourself, tell us what you learned, tell us what stood out for you. What was just this pointer that made today's event remarkable for you. Drop those comments and, of course, drop your questions in the comment section and let us attend to you and respond to them immediately. Now, the CBT Live section, as we know, is sponsored by the Trikoma Association of Realtor Platform, also known as TAP, which is the Realtors arm of the Trikona Real Estate. So if you're a first-time realtor, an intermediate, or a professional, and you're yet to be affiliated to a real estate company that can just help you get better with your sale, because here at Trikona, we're not just here for you to only make money. We give you an opportunity to connect, learn, grow while you earn. Imagine this CBT is one of the many things that we do at the TAP platform. So for those of us that have been asking me, when does CBT happen? I don't want to miss the next CBT. I've been missing CBT. Like I told you, we've been doing this for a long time. CBT live section happens every third week of every month. So as it happened for this February, you anticipate the one that is happening in March. Trust me, all our CBT live session is power packed. It's like a journey guiding you as a realtor on how to improve yourself and become a force in your industry. All right. Don't forget to follow Trikona Real Estate on all social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere you see Trikona, just follow us there immediately. You should do that. And also, drop a comment on our social media platform stating how you enjoyed today's event. If you just check our post, check our page, you see about the CBT Live event. Drop a comment showcasing how you enjoyed today's live section. Because when you do this, we have the opportunity to reach out to more realtors that are out there who could not access this knowledge. Also know that this live section will be available. So if you feel like there were some things that you needed to hear and listen over and over again, you have the opportunity to check us out on this our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe so you have access to listen to this video recording over and over again. And once again, my name is Maria Connelly, also known as the Realty Buzz Live. I enjoyed myself and I hope you did too. Have an amazing night. Mwah. Bye.